Okay, so the Eagles' latest top 30 visit could mean they are trading up. Meanwhile, seven-time Pro Bowl cornerback has just became available. Plus, USA Today is linking the Eagles to TJ Watt? Seriously? So much to break down, including the forgotten cornerback on the Eagles roster who has more experience than Keely Ringo, and Brian Baldinger breaks down Donovan Ezeiruaku's tape, who did come to Philly for a top 30 visit as well. You gotta hear what he says. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you rock with our Eagles, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos. So as we continue to get closer to the NFL draft, only 9 days remain. The Eagles continue top 30 visits, and yesterday we got the visit a lot of people have been waiting for. The safety out of Georgia, Malaki Starks, who in the last 2 years had 121 total tackles, 5 interceptions, and 14 passes defended. This is a kid who impressed a lot of coaches at his pro day simply off his change of direction and athleticism. But that's not all. When you put on the film, you can see the IQ, the instincts, the dog mentality, the ability to come up and make a tackle, and versatility to play all over the defense, whether you need him in the box, high safety, or even come down in the slot in dime/big nickel packages. Throughout the draft process, if you've been watching this channel, you know I've been talking highly about Malaki Starks. However, some people who do like Malaki Starks also like the South Carolina safety, Nick Emmanwori, who I do as well. When you look at the physical traits, there's no better prospect. The dude's a freak of nature at 6'3", 220, and the ability to run a 4.3 840. But when I watch the tape, I think Malaki Starks is a better football player overall. Not to say that Nick Emmanwori won't be a player. I think they are the top two safeties in this draft, but the Eagles bringing in Malaki Starks on a top 30 visit just goes to show you what they think about the kid. If you go back in the last couple years, Howie Roseman and the Eagles definitely draft somebody in the first couple rounds from their top 30 visits. But the question is, will he be there at 32? If not, will Howie Roseman be willing to move up for a safety, which he hasn't prioritized in many drafts of the past? Although he has shown the ability to change his draft process and his mindset on certain positions. As you can see, we have the top paid running back in the NFL, 2K say, and a top 3 paid linebacker, which you would have never guessed that a couple years ago. At this point, there are a couple guys I like at different positions for the Eagles to target in the first round, whether it's at 32, which would be better, or if they have to move up a little bit. Guys like Donovan Ezeiruaku, who we did have a top 30 visit with, Malaki Starks, who we just talked about, and the only one that we didn't visit with that I would love is Walter Nolan, but there still are a couple more visits to be had. Who's to say he don't come next? There's also been some chatter of a blockbuster trade. Philadelphia Eagles Central tweeted, rumors, the Eagles were listed as a team that could potentially trade for Steelers star outside linebacker TJ Watt, according to USA Today. Recently, the star pass rusher and Steelers been having trade talks, and TJ Watt posted this on IG, which is him giving the deuces sign as he probably walks in the tunnel. But why would you post that mid-offseason right before the draft? Again, every time a player wants out, outlets try to link him to the Eagles simply because there's no GM more aggressive than Howie Roseman. Still, with TJ Watt being a free agent in 2026 and having a cap hit of $30 million in 2025, it's hard to see this happen unless because he has 1 year remaining and is owed a lot of money, it lowers the capital needed to trade for him. Still, Howie would have to extend him, and I'm guessing if Myles Garrett got around 40, TJ Watt's going to want something similar. And as all of us already know, this guy is going to get paid next offseason. And if you thought that all-pro season year 2 was good, wait till you see what he does in the 2025 running back season for this defense. But could you imagine Jalen Carter, TJ Watt on the same D line? Sheesh. As for another possible trade candidate that just came available, Via Ian Rappaport, the Dolphins and 7-time Pro Bowl cornerback Jalen Ramsey are mutually set to explore trade options, and it wouldn't be a surprise if he played elsewhere in 2025. Per him and Tom Pelissero, Miami and Ramsey, due $25.1 million fully guaranteed this season, could be parting ways. Now, I still believe that Jalen Ramsey is a good corner. He ranked 25th overall on the NFL Top 100, which includes offense, defense, and every single position. But he's 30 years old and is owed $25.1 million in fully guarantees. Don't know what Howie could do with that, but if we didn't pay Big Play Slay more than $10 million, we're definitely not giving a 30-year-old Ramsey this type of money. Let's not forget, Jalen Ramsey suggested that Vic Fangio misused him and Xavier Howard his final year at Miami. However, regardless how he was using them over there, we know that he came to Philly and used everybody the exact way they needed to be used. So that lets me know that it wasn't a Fangio problem, it was a Jalen Ramsey attitude problem. The dude needs to humble himself. So regardless of what I think of the player, there's so many reasons why it won't work with the Eagles. We need to keep that young, tough, hardworking culture in Philadelphia as we see every single day. Cooper DeJean, another workout video. Here you see him training with former safety from the Steelers, Ryan Clark, and the funny thing is, he slips on a rep, but Cooper DeJean continues to finish. Of course, he probably checked on him after the rep, but nothing gets in Cooper DeJean's way. Staying with the cornerback position, word on the Birds tweeted, losing Slay, Isaiah Rodgers, Avonte Maddox, that's a lot in one offseason. It's going to take more than one guy to replace them, and I expect Eli Ricks to be right in the mix, which is a quote from beat writer Reuben Frank, which is interesting because he's like the forgotten man. But prior to us being this deep at the corner position, bringing in Q, Coop, and Isaiah Rodgers, Eli Ricks was utilized from the cornerback position. When James Bradbury went down or Slay went down, they brought in Eli Ricks, the undrafted guy who at this point has more NFL tape than Kelee Ringo. Although I do believe a lot of people are big on Kelee Ringo, watch for Eli Ricks this OTA and training camp to see if he can't get into the mix for a position. I believe he's only 23 years old and could have benefited sitting behind these guys, learning from Fangio and others. Definitely an interesting name to keep in mind. Let's switch gears to a topic I really didn't want to touch on, but too many people are tagging me in it. It's simply because we're in a dead spot until the draft comes of content, so people got to talk about Jalen Hurts. Philadelphia Eagles Central tweeted, I don't want to start a franchise with Jalen Hurts. He might be 8, 9, or 10 on that list, maybe more. This is Chase Daniel, who again was a backup quarterback his whole career, on where he would rank Jalen Hurts among quarterbacks he would build a franchise around. Again, nothing to talk about, so why not mention Jalen Hurts? He's been a hater. The dude is a Super Bowl MVP quarterback, and he did everything his team needed him to do to win football games, whether it's with his arms, with his legs, changing up plays. Just because he hands the ball off to 2K Say and has Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown to throw it to shouldn't discredit him. We've seen quarterbacks with weapons still make big mistakes in big games, lose big games on stupid mistakes, just so much stuff. If he's not in your top 10 quarterbacks, then I can't even talk to you. He should be in your top 5. But if he's not in your top 10, then we just gotta agree to disagree at this point. And sometimes, again, they're just saying things to get these Super Bowl Eagle fans riled up. Lastly, let's finish with some draft talk as Brian Baldinger broke down Boston College Donovan Ezeiruaku's tape about the things he likes from this player. And as I said in the beginning, was a top 30 visit and one of my 3 guys I wouldn't mind trading up for a little bit in the first round to get.
This Donovan Ezeiruaku here of Boston College has a lot of traits that transfer to the NFL. Like he likes to swim inside. But this is what you like right here. Like his hands on the ground right there. His ability to bend, all right, fluidly. Because he's got an array of moves now, all right? It's not just swims. It's not just ability to dip and rip. You watch him come off the edge right here. Like he's going to spin to win right here. His spin is good. It's really good. It's quick and it's smooth. He's got the hook with the elbow right there. Now, you're not going to spin a lot on the inside at the NFL level and win. You're just not. You're going to get your head taken off. But you don't want to get deeper than the quarterback either. So here he is. He's going to spin once he sees himself getting deeper than the quarterback. Smart. He's a smart guy. He's also a Jersey guy, South Jersey guy. All right? Jersey strong. All right? So he's come up through all the systems there. But it usually plays out of a 2-point stance. Like you watch this twist stunt right here with the end or at the tackle. Here's the twist. Now watch it beat the guard. All right? Short area quickness. Like you like the quick feet. All right? And the ability to be able to slip. Now, he's also got a little cross chop right here. You hit him with the cross chop. Here we go. Like, bam. Now watch the bend and the dip. Here he comes. And the flatten to get to the quarterback. He's got a pretty good arsenal of moves. All right? He's got a lot to like. A lot of this stuff transfers to the NFL level right here.
Brian Baldinger knows his football. Do me a favor. Let me know in the comment section who you think the Eagles are going to draft. Don't talk about trading up, staying still, trading back. Just drop a name. I want to see how many people are right with their guess. If you don't know, give me your best guess. With that being said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the live streams or the videos. I love y'all to death. Let me know your thoughts on the video, my question I asked you. Also, drop the muscle emoji if you got anything to say, because we are still Philly strong. We out.